February the 11th, the 4 best wrestlers from AAA are going to be here against the 4 best X Division from TNA.
Todos aquí, todo de México, aquí en TNA.
All of the best from AAA is going to be here, February 11th, X Division, here, TNA.
Mark your calendar right now, February 11th, the America's X Cup. Don't miss it.
Si ustedes no lo han visto en la televisión, se han perdido de su famosa personalidad.
Lo que vamos a presentar es un torneo de guerra de titanes. 4 de las mejores empresas, de una de las mejores estrellas de los Estados Unidos, combinación AAA TNA. Después, ¿qué tiene que ver? Guerra de titanes, 4 empresas.
Sangrando, Maroña. Eso sí. El zorro está sangrando, lo que quiere decir que somos mejores los de la Triple L. 1, 2, 3. Adiós, Heavy Metal. Salúdame a nunca vuelva. Exactamente. Michael Ahora, mira, la patada del cabrito.
Se la prendió a Latin Lover.
Exactamente. 2, 3, se llamaba.
Fuera.
Se llamaba ya. David Jones. Michael Chain, unas buenas patadas, ya lo dijo Arturo Rivera, lo dejó sin cabellera, bien. Las estaca. Y este que vuela exacto. Atrás vemos como el regreso.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, appointed referee for the following internal problems matchup, Mr. Glenn Gilberti. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, from Atlanta, Georgia, he weighs in at 222 pounds. He is the master of the Spine Buster, David Young.
You know, it's tough to disagree with Diamond and Swinger when they pin the blame for their recent problems on David Young. Not only did they lose the NWA World Tag Team title since Young joined the group, there's no question Young's interference last Wednesday, it backfired. It cost Diamond and Swinger in their shots at the Tag Champs 3 Live crew.
See the Bronx and Strong Island.
And his opponent.
See some heavy hitters you don't want to with.
From Long Island, he weighs in at 232 pounds, Simon Diamond.
And when it comes to pointing that finger of blame for the internal problems, Simon Diamond hasn't been bashful. He's put the heat on David Young repeatedly. He said that ever since Glenn Gilberti allowed Young into their group, that things have gone downhill, and he's been right.
Glenn Gilberti's got the microphone here, Mike. Let's going to see what he has to say about this match. He says he's going to call it fair and down the middle. I'll believe that when I see it.
I want to reiterate that just because I'm wearing a referee shirt doesn't automatically make me an idiot. Now, this is an internal problems match. We solve our problems internally. So I'd like you people to stay out of it and respect us solving this problem between these two men. Now, guys, you know the rules. It's may the best man win. And it breaks my heart that it's come to this because I consider you guys like family. But the bottom line is the loser is out of the group. So why don't you guys shake hands and come out fighting? I said, come on, let's shake hands and come out fighting. Shake hands.
Uh-oh. Simon Diamond wasn't going to have anything of it. And you said it, Mike. He puts all the blame on David Young. And I think he puts some of it on Gilberti for bringing David Young into the fold. They had something great. They were tag team champions. But since David Young's been there, it's been going all downhill for Diamond and Swinger.
And really, if you think about it, Don, who better to officiate this internal problems match than the man instrumental in both guiding Diamond and Swinger as Simon Diamond off the Russian leg sweep goes for the pin and gets a 2 count on David Young. He was instrumental in guiding Diamond and Swinger to the NWA Tag Team titles, but then he was also instrumental in integrating David Young into the mix, into their group.
You know, Mike, a lot of people would say that David Young's not the problem. Maybe Glenn Gilberti's the problem. Glenn Gilberti, though, he's so slick. He always has a way of coming out smelling like a rose. Oh, man. Simon Diamond throws him in the rail.
With that contact, shoulder first. David Young goes right into the steel safety rail, and Simon Diamond senses the advantage that he has and follows up with a knife edge drop out here on the arena floor. keep our eyes on Gilberti in this matchup. Promises, you're right, to call it right down the middle. Promises to be impartial during this match.
Yelling at Simon Diamond to get the match back in the ring. I'll tell you what, though, David Young has an unbelievable wicked tool. And if he can get that spine buster in the right part, you don't get up from it, Mike. You get the 3 count. Simon Diamond knows this. He's going to try to keep out of his grasp. He's going to try to keep taking the fight to David Young.
And if you think about it, maybe Simon Diamond is at a disadvantage in this match. For months now, he's been competing primarily in tag team bouts with Johnny Swinger. Tonight, singles competition against David Young.
And you know, that's such a great point, Mike, because you get used to being able to go to your partner when you're tired. You get used to being able to go to your partner when you're in trouble. Now you're on your own. You don't have that option tonight.
You get used to pacing yourself for a tag team match in addition to that. As you saw the low blow kick by David Young, and referee Glenn Gilberti not happy with the situation here.
Well, you know, these were 2 guys that were actually under Gilberti. So, you know, maybe he is going to call this down the middle because he's got a lot at stake. He knows how valuable Simon Diamond is. But he feels very fondly of David Young.
And you heard the word. The loser of this matchup is out of the group.
Wonder where Johnny Swinger will be in all that.
Diamond set up into the corner. And, oh, man, fired off. Back first into the corner turnbuckles by David Young. Smart move by David Young, working on the lower back of Simon Diamond. And you know he's got one thing in mind. You mentioned it just a minute or so ago. Setting him up, trying to weaken him, trying to weaken the lower back to hit that spinebuster finishing hold.
If you'll notice, David Young's been very methodical. Taking his time, setting it up. And right there you see the incredible impact that he had on Simon Diamond.
Yeah, methodical yet effective, as we just witnessed with the short arm clothesline. And then the follow-up, roundhouse rights from Young.
Oh, wait a minute. Glenn Gilberti stopping the blows.
Getting right in the face of David Young. But you can't deny it. He promised to call it right down the middle. He promised to be impartial. So far, so good. Roll up.
Or was he setting up Simon Diamond?
Shoulders are down, too.
Oh, David Young kicked him right out of the ring.
And David Young follows it up on the ramp. Big right hand and...
Ooh, man, look at his back.
Notice the focus. Totally working on the back of Simon Diamond. Back first into the side of the ring, rolls him back into the ring. And David Young has an opportunity now to put away... Coming around, picking up a steel chair over here by the broadcast table.
Glenn Gilberti counting him out, telling him to get back in the ring as he brings a chair in. Now, is Gilberti going to allow this?
He's backing up.
Nah, he's not going to allow it. Just let him set him up to do it. Well, you got to give Gilberti a little credit.
Took the chair right out of his hands.
You're going to have to do it with your own skills, guys. No chairs, no whips, no ladders.
David Young measuring him with a big right hand.
Blow.
Catches him with a pair of right hands, then comes off the ropes, nails him with the forearm. Going to drag Simon Diamond back towards the middle of the ring.
David Young telling him he's going up high.
But he was motioning to the referee, Glenn Gilberti.
Almost like he's asking his permission. Almost like he's asking his permission. Here he goes. Oh! Took too much time. You can't do that with a veteran like Simon Diamond.
Quick
and here it is.
No, just a 2 count. Moonsault attempt missed.
Oh,
by
nice
David
kick
Young,
by Simon
that
Diamond.
super kick didn't miss. Right on the button, right on target. But you can see Simon Diamond expending so much energy and weakened to that point that it was almost as if that super kick was a desperation move. He hit it, but then he crumpled, went right down to the mat.
Yeah, it's like the blow from the kick just reverberated through his whole body right there, Mike. And it just, he couldn't follow through. Like he went numb.
Simon Diamond attempted a suplex, and he does. Able to snap him over with the suplex. Maintains the contact, maintains the grip.
He likes to do this like 3-4 times in a row, Mike.
He's hit 2, going for a 3rd, but it was blocked.
David Young, reversal right there. Turnabout's fair play.
Excellent counter as David Young is able to reverse the suplex, take Diamond over, and, well, high risk didn't work last time. Let's see if it does this time.
Oh, see how smart Simon Diamond is. Just let him set himself up. Just waited. Took him down so he'd land on the ropes where it hurts the most. Now this is dangerous up here. Oh, he got him in the Hurricane Rana, Mike!
Snapped it off. Hurricane Rana hit by Simon Diamond. Can he gain the 3 count now?
Wait a minute!
Oh, no!
Oh, what's going on?
Mr. Impartial, Mr. Right down the middle. He just stunned him. He rolls David Young on top of it. Come on!
Kidding.
The winner of the match, David Young.
Well,
should we have expected anything different?
No.
Should we have expected anything less from Glenn
what a
Gilberti?
backstabber, Mike. What a cheat. The whole time you thought he was calling it down the middle. I'll tell you one thing, Simon Diamond won't be blaming David Young anymore.
Yeah, he was.
It's going to be fully on
Here
Glenn
comes
Gilberti.
Johnny Swinger from the back.
Oh!
They was calling it right down the middle until it came to the point where David Young was in jeopardy.
No doubt where Johnny Swinger's loyalty lies. I'll tell you what, if Simon Diamond was smart, he would have had him down here in the whole match. Look at that fire on Johnny Swinger.
Diamond and Swinger, the former tag champ, they clear the ring of Gilberti. Oh, they were going to double team David Young, but Gilberti hooked the leg of Young and pulled him out of harm's way.
Mike, this team is no more. The 4 of these are done. Tell you what, Mike, it was obvious that Glenn Gilberti felt he was losing control of Diamond Swinger, obviously trying to teach him a lesson.
There you see the winner. Thanks to Glenn Gilberti. Let's send it to the back. Scott Hudson. He's outside the locker room of the NWA World's Heavyweight Champ, Jeff Jarrett.
Guys, I'm going to try and get a word with Jeff Jarrett.